What's going on, everybody? I'm Primal and welcome to another guide for Crisis Core Reunion. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the absolute best and fastest way to level Materia. As much as you want, as quickly as possible to mastered. Now, one of the things I will say is this method has 3 different variations, okay? One for the very start of the game, one for around chapter 5, and then one more around chapter 8. So, in order to start, first you need to equip the materia that you want to level. This can be literally anything you want. For me, I'm going to be using SP Master. Now, if you are doing this early, you are going to want to use all 4, You are going to want to use all 4 or 6 slots with the materia that you want to level. Okay, even when you first unlock Moogle, you still want to go ahead and fill all 6 slots with the materia that you want to level. However, later on, once you are able to acquire a Moogle power materia, which I'm afraid I cannot remember the earliest possible time that this materia is available. I apologize. However, you can actually buy one from a store that you unlock later on in the game around chapter 8 or 9. So at the very least, that is the latest point you can get this materia, but I'm almost positive you can get one from missions in chapter 4. But again, please don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. Now, because I am a little bit later on, I do have Moogle powers, so I'm going to equip 2 of them. Now, the main reason for this is we want to boost Moogle as much as possible in the DMW. Obviously, when it comes to leveling materia, there are a few ways. The first way is just to have the numbers match up, and that will level the materia up in those slots. Now, that's pretty much the way to go. There is, however, another way. And that way is by using the Moogle summon, which is Moogle power. You see, what Moogle power does is it raises the level of all equipped materia and activates regen. The level increase is equal to the level for Moogle power. So in other words, if you get Moogle power level 5, every materia you have equipped suddenly becomes mastered. If you get Moogle power level 4, that's 4 extra levels for all of your materia, which guess what? Also masters it. The only time you are not going to master a materia with Moogle is if you get level 3 or lower. So the more Moogles we get, the better. As for accessories, honestly, you really don't need the Fairy Ring or Protect Ring. I'm just using them because I like to go AFK during these grinds, and this just gives me permanent barrier and permanent regen. However, if your health is actually high enough, you don't need either of these. If you're doing this with around 5,000 to 6,000 health, you don't need any accessories whatsoever for this method, because the DMW will constantly be refilling your health, so you will never die. Now, one of the things I will say as well is, honestly, leveling materia in Crisis Core is not really that important. There are a couple where it's beneficial, such as SP Master. Having that completely mastered does work out being a lot better for you. But as for all the others, majority of the time, it is just a little bit more damage. However, that damage increase is not really going to be noticeable if you are low level with low attack or magic stats. The only time maxing out materia really becomes important is if you are going for the harder missions or you are playing on hard mode. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about the actual method, shall we? And for this, I'm sure some of you have already guessed, we are simply going to go into missions and do stage 1, 1, 1. All we are going to do is sit around in this mission and just let the DMW spin. I'm not going to attack or anything like that. They can simply wail on me all they want. Regen and auto wall means I take literally no damage whatsoever, so I can just casually sit here. If you don't have auto regen or auto wall, that is perfectly fine. Just if your health is low, just keep an eye on the game, use a potion when necessary. But for the most part, we are actually just going to sit here and let the DMW spin. Now, there are some things you can do to improve your odds of leveling Materia up. Firstly, if you check the playlist down below in the description, I do have a video on there showing you how to grind to level 99 extremely fast. If you do that grinding method using an item that inflicts curse on you, for example, the curse ring, and there we go, we just got Moogle. If you use curse ring while farming, and level 5, so we now have maxed out Materia. But yeah, if you use curse ring while farming, all that EXP cannot be used. So that means you will never level up, and that also means that the game is basically forced to give you more characters on the DMW, allowing you more chances at getting Moogle. And that is why in the leveling video, I actually turn around and say, try not to level too much because you do ruin later tricks. And this is that exact trick, okay? The more EXP you have saved up, the more likely, well, the faster you will end up landing on the DMW. And there we go. Just like that, I've just mastered 4 SP Master Materias. So I'm just simply going to change these out now for fresh ones. And then we're just going to go straight back into the stage and let it spin once again. Obviously, once again, mission 111. We're just going to sit there and either wait. Well, we're basically just going to wait for Moogle. You can level it up just relying on the matching numbers, which you have to do if you do not have Moogle. But that can be slow, and also the method is the exact same. You just sort of sit in 111 and you wait. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That is how you completely max out all of your materia as quickly as possible. Now, I do not suggest equipping more than 2 Moogle powers, okay? At that point, the increased chance to getting Moogle doesn't really outweigh the cost of losing another materia to level. Obviously, if you only have, you know, 1 or 2 materia that you actually want to level, then go ahead and use, you know, 3, 4, or even 5 Moogle materia. And there we go, we just got another one. So what number did we got? We got level 3. Okay, not perfect, but that means I've mastered 4 materia, and I have 4 materia now that is just 1 level away from being maxed as well in, what, like 2 minutes? 2 minutes, if that. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, everybody. I hope it's helped, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button, and of course, drop a comment down below as well, letting me know the first materia you are going to level with this method. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on any more guides. As always, though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.